Dressing for Success, the KISD Student and Employee Dress Code. The Student Dress Code. Expectations of all students at every school. Students are expected to follow campus rules and class rules, as well as rules listed in the Student Code of Conduct. Teachers and administrators are responsible for informing students of the expectations, modeling appropriate behaviors, and responding appropriately when expectations are not met. Why are dress code expectations important at the KISD Career Center? Primarily because the Career Center is not your average high school. Our focus is college and career readiness. Knowing how to dress appropriately is an important aspect of establishing credibility with others. You are much more than average. Our mission is to engage students in relevant and meaningful learning experiences that are aligned with post-secondary education and career standards. Where can I find the Student Dress Code? The Student Dress Code details can be found on pages 42 and 43 of the KISD Student Code of Conduct. Students shall be dressed and groomed in a manner that is clean and neat and that will not present a health or safety hazard to themselves or to others. Clothing will be worn as it is intended to be worn. All dress code issues will be subject to the campus administrator's judgment. The district prohibits pictures, emblems, or writings on clothing that are lewd, offensive, vulgar, or obscene, that advertise or depict tobacco, alcohol, drugs, or other prohibited substances, or contain derogatory remarks concerning any identifiable race, color, creed, national origin, religion, age, gender, or disability. Pants, slacks, and jeans are acceptable attire. Unacceptable attire includes spandex pants or shorts, boxer shorts, cutoffs, shorts or pants with holes any higher than 6 inches above the knee. Pants or shorts shall not be more than one size too large and must be worn at the waist with no sagging. Shirts and blouses shall be appropriately sized and may not be worn in any way that reflects gang affiliation or may conceal contraband. Dress, skirt, and shorts should not be shorter than 6 inches above the top of the knee and must allow students to walk, stoop, kneel, and sit with modesty. Apparel designed for recreation, such as tank tops, fishnet, or mesh shirts, is unacceptable. Apparel designed as underwear or nightwear may not be visible or worn as outer garments. Tight and/or revealing clothing or accessories that may draw undue attention to the student is prohibited. Transparent or see-through clothing is not allowed. Students must wear tops that cover the upper body and shoulders and extend beyond the midriff, leaving no skin exposed in the normal activities associated with the school. Head coverings, bandanas, in any manner, hoods, and sweatbands may not be worn inside the building. The campus administrator must approve any exceptions to this policy for religious or medical reasons. Exception to the head covering based upon CTE enrollment. Students in automotive, construction, and welding are expected to wear hats in these shops and classrooms. These students may not wear their hats outside of these specific classrooms or shops. Students must wear footwear which is appropriate for school. House slippers, shoe, skates, water shoes, sock shoes, and shoes with metal spikes are not permitted. Hair must be neat, clean, and well groomed. Facial hair, if worn, must be neat and well trimmed. Types of apparel, including jewelry, trench coats, emblems, badges, symbols, signs, or other items, or manner of grooming which by virtue of color, arrangement, trademark, symbol, or any other attribute indicates or implies gang membership or affiliation or would disrupt, distract, or interfere with the school environment, activity, or educational objectives are prohibited on school grounds or a school-sponsored event at any time or location. ID cards will be worn at all times, visible from the front at the waist or above, while at school or at school-sponsored events and while riding on district transportation. Students who are considered in violation of the dress code will be sent to the assistant principal's office and given an opportunity to comply. The AP will determine how that opportunity to comply is implemented. Students who fail to comply or who repeatedly violate the dress code shall be subject to disciplinary action. Certain elective courses and extracurricular activities may require more stringent dress or appearance standards than for the general student body. For example, professional dress day on Wednesdays. Employee dress code. Employees shall act as role models by exemplifying the highest standard of professional appearance for for the educational purposes of teaching community values and proper grooming and hygiene. Employee means everyone, all positions. Employees should dress for four main effects: respect, credibility, acceptance, and authority. The employee dress code details can be found in Appendix D of the KISD Employee Handbook. Outer garments shall fit properly, within one size up or down of appropriate size. Dresses, skirts, including slits, shall be no more than 2 inches above the knee. Capri pants at least 2 inches below the knee. No halter tops, tank tops, t-shirts, midriff shirts, see-through mesh, or net-like materials. Tight-fitting or revealing garments that may appear to be an undergarment, such as spandex, shall not be worn as an outer garment. Warm-ups and sweatsuits are not acceptable. Shoes shall be sold and appropriate for job responsibilities of personnel. No shower shoes, beach footwear, or house slippers. Athletic shoes are not acceptable except on spirit days or by approval of the supervisor. No symbols, slogans, phrases advertising tobacco, alcohol, sexual innuendo, or controlled substances. No inappropriate tattoos may be visible, and earrings worn in the ears are the only form of body piercing allowed. Male instructional staff shall wear slacks and collared shirts or other business casual attire. Ties are optional. T-shirts may not be worn as an outer garment except as designated by spirit days. Business casual attire does not include jeans. Jeans shall only be worn on designated spirit days. Hair shall be clean and kept in a neat, professional style. Male staff members may wear neatly trimmed mustaches and beards. Frayed, worn, or tattered clothing may not be worn. All district employees shall wear and appropriately display name badges. Teachers attending professional development, whether in or out of district, shall follow the district dress code standards. This includes CTSO conferences and competitions. Teacher workday attire shall be determined by the supervisor. Exceptions. PE athletic therapists, clinic staff, and dance staff may wear appropriate uniforms with supervisor approval. CTE instructors may wear clothing and footwear appropriate for the activity during the instructional period. Maintenance, custodial, transportation, food services, network services, telecommunication services, warehouse, and property management employees shall comply with department dress code. An example of an exception for CTE personnel. Ms. Thomas wears a t-shirt daily because she wears a welding jacket during instruction almost every day. When you see her around campus, she will have on a t-shirt. This is acceptable because of her daily uniform requirements of her instructional program. A non-example. Ms. Thomas is an Arts AV instructor. She wears jeans and tennis shoes daily because it's comfortable, and she occasionally facilitates instruction that requires casual clothing and tennis shoes. This is not acceptable. Ms. Thomas should dress in accordance with the employee dress code and coordinate with her appraiser when her instruction requires casual clothing and tennis shoes. Professional dress day. All students shall be dressed in professional attire every Wednesday. Each program of study should determine their standard of professional dress. CT teachers will enter an employability and professional standard grade each week. Professional dress should not present a financial burden upon students. This will begin no later than Wednesday, September 21st. Grading should be clear, and a rubric based upon the expectations for dress should be given to students. This is about career readiness, not about punishment and consequences.